Christine Dykstra, first grade teacher at John Harris Elementary, and I am nominating Carolyn Stolp for Staff Stars. Carolyn is an over-enrollment EA for first grade, so she rotates between 101 and 102, doing various things with students, prep work, and anything we ask her to do. So she does anything from meeting with individual students to work on different things like reading work, writing work, staying on task, making sure that they're focused and getting ideas if they get stuck, helping them with anything that we feel that they're behind on, to challenging students. If we have some kids that need to be challenged, we give her math groups and reading groups where she can challenge them and give them harder problems that teachers don't always have time to do. We can do because we have her. She also does prep work. She makes copies, she makes games, she laminates things, she cuts them out. And she also does a win time group where she meets with a group of students to work on whatever they need. And so we plan that for her, and then she just carries it out amazingly. So she comes about the time I come to school. She doesn't even need to get here until around 8, but she comes before school to look at the list that we've made for her, and she starts on it right away, and she'll do some prep work before students come in, and then she'll punch in, and then she'll do her work with students, and then she'll go out for recess duty early in case a class comes out early. She'll be out there ready for them. And then even after school, when she clocks out, she comes and she'll say, "Are you sure there's anything else you don't need me to do?" And we usually have to say, "No, go home." And she'll, even if it's not like she's assigned to room 101 and 102, she'll help 103. If we don't have a big list or she gets our list done, she'll check, is there anything else that you need? Anything that you need from the other teachers, because she likes to be busy and likes to help. She has been an EA at John Harris for many, many years. And she is well known, like you want Mrs. Stolp to be your over-enrollment EA. It like takes a load off of your shoulders because we have 27 kids in first grade, but with Mrs. Stolp it feels like you have way less because the prep work that you need for all those students is taken care of by her every week. And if you have students that are struggling, you know that you can work with them and another amazing teacher can work with them. And also the challenging the students. You don't always have time, especially with 27, to challenge those kids that need it, but you can give Mrs. Stolp a group. And also with our reading group, she takes the highest reading groups twice a week and meets with each group twice a week. And that, with 27 kids, we couldn't get to all those kids every week, but because of her, we can. Just like a go-get attitude. She doesn't need someone to say, "Oh, Mrs. Stolp, can you do this?" She just does it. It's like she can read your mind. She'll come in, and if you're working with students, she'll, "Oh, I'll take him later, I'll come get him." But then if she doesn't, she'll sit by someone and help them. And like she's constantly, like today too, we were doing something and she had something to do and she quick popped in and worked with that students on vowels. And then all of a sudden she went back out because we were doing something and made copies. And then, oh, here's another time where they're doing independent work. I'll come quick pop in and do this with the students. She just has good initiative to get stuff done. It's seriously almost like she can read your mind. They love her. If it's not their turn, they'll be like, "When is it my turn for Mrs. Stolp?" So we laugh because a couple of times on my list I'll put kids on there and I'll put just because they never work with you. Because they're not the low kids, they're not the high kids, they're doing what they're supposed to, kids getting what they need to get done. But yet they not complain, but they're sad when they don't get a turn with Mrs. Stolp. So I make sure she gets everybody in our class. And they love it. They said their favorite things are reading and writing, and they know that she can help them with anything, and they view her as a teacher. They don't view her as an EA, they view her as another teacher in our classroom. She's very humble. She would never want somebody to recognize her or would never need that, but in my opinion, she needs it because she's so amazing and she's been here so long. And everybody, if you ask anybody at John Harris, they would speak so highly of her. But yet she's humble. She just thinks, "Oh, I just do what I'm supposed to do." But she doesn't. She goes above and beyond every single day.